Greetings and salutations to all of you lovely patrons out there on Patreon, as well as you viewers out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to another installment of Counter Reaction. So, in today's episode, I'm going to be reacting to NF, That's a Joke. Now, I typically reserve the shoutouts towards the end of the video based on whether or not it was a good review, because I don't want people, bagging on somebody for suggesting a song that I didn't like, which I've said before is not their fault. Either way, I'd like to avoid it. But since this was heavily requested, shout out to JB. He's the one that wanted me to react to this one. I almost got around to it on my own a few weeks ago, about a few weeks ago. But I decided to kind of pivot from the mixtape and go a different direction. And then looking at all of the analytics, it just didn't make sense to continue to react to NF on the channel. As you guys can see, I've kind of filled in some of those spots, and tons of subscribers have subscribed since then. So like I said, opportunity cost. But anyways, I don't know what to expect, but this is Off the Clouds mixtape. I like most of it so far. I haven't listened to all of it, that's for sure. I didn't like a few, or one in particular that was just not good. But yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for more NF, man. I'm excited to see if this one makes a playlist. I think by the time you guys see this, I think the song with Corday, I think it's Careful, right? Yeah, Careful, will be out on YouTube for you guys. So you'll see this one, in patrons will see this first for a few weeks before you guys do. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it.
On your radar, then your radar's broke. Don't blame me for the way y'all's jokes fall flat, get your mouth slapped. Ain't no hoax, I get an inkling, they pick me for the weak link. I'm gonna.
That's not a fire bar, but I like that the slaps were included. Let's rewind that.
I'm not on your radar, then your radar's broke. Don't blame me for the way y'all's jokes fall flat, get your mouth slapped. Ain't no hoax, I get an inkling, they pick me for the weak link. I'm gonna have to pose a question for the ones that don't accept that I've been exceptional. Cause the moment I get involved is the moment a song takes.
A little bit of wordplay there, okay. That's the
pose a question for the ones that don't accept that I've been exceptional. Cause the moment I get involved is the moment a song takes off. So how could you think I wouldn't last long in a game that I was made to play? What do y'all take me for? Rest assured, when I do come back to tour, it'll be Christmas morn. They ain't gonna wait cause I'ma wake up at a present so big they'll jump for joy. Yeah, let it be known, I'm better when I'm out of control. I can't be the butt of a joke. I'm cutting in the front of you pose, talking like you really a pro. When you ain't even part of the combo, nothing but an amateur. I'll slow down when I wanna collide. So only way to put it if I chose I could be bigger, maybe consider it a bit if it was when you walk. To comprehend, you kinda saying you're gone. Incompetent.
I really appreciate how he really controls those syllables very well with those cadences. I'm gonna rewind it again because he enunciates his words extremely well, and I respect it, man. It's not easy to do. There's a reason why I can write like that. I've already mentioned I can write like a lot of different styles, but if I'm gonna be the one recording it, I can't deliver it like that. It's just not something this is gonna sound wild. It's not something my mouth can do. I produce a lot of saliva, and it's just not good. But okay, let's rewind that. I like that.
I'm cutting in the front of you pose, talking like you really a pro. When you ain't even part of the convo, nothing but an amateur. I'll slow down when I wanna collide. So only way to put it if I chose I could be bigger, maybe consider it a bit if it was when you walk. To comprehend, you kinda saying you're gone. Incompetent to consequences. Hard to miss is common sense. I'm on. Once I wrap your head around it, I might have to get up off the porch, show you how it's done. I got the form. Power tripping on me, get destroyed. Pull the plug, I'm rolling up the cord. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, hold up, rewind. That's not even possible. Me, I keep it honorable. Who's your favorite? Let me know. Tally up, count the votes. Wasn't me? That's a joke. Yeah, hey, that's a joke. That's a joke. Yeah, that's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. Hey, that's a joke. That's a joke. Took a minute now, I'm at the better end of all of it. The day I wanna quit it, be a bitter one to swallow. Cause I meant it when I said I wasn't really into audibles. I guess you gotta call them when your odds are at the bottom.
You know who does it very well is Watsky. I don't know if you guys remember Watsky. I don't know. It seems like he like just fell off the face of the earth. But Watsky does that extremely well, except for he has a little bit of a lisp. From what I remember, I haven't listened to any Watsky in a very long time. He's super underground. I don't think he ever had a major hit or anything. But yeah, I like that so far. I mean, there's no bars. I don't expect bars from him, but at least the delivery is good. If there's not going to be any bars, I don't want to hear any bad lines, any corny lines. Everybody has corny lines, myself included. But if you listen to a song and you can find like 10 really dope creative lines and a few corny ones, then cool. But if I'm listening to a song and there's no dope lines and 3 corny ones and maybe not so good of a delivery, then that's when things start, kind of getting complicated from a judging perspective. But so far, pretty damn solid.
Joke, that's a joke. Took a minute now, I'm at the better end of all of it. The day I wanna quit it, be a bitter one to swallow. Cause I meant it when I said I wasn't really into audibles. I guess you gotta call them when your odds are at the bottom. And stacking up against you, it's a pity, but they gotta give it out of me. I'm running with the best, I've been kind of make a profit off of everything you told me was impossible. So why would you continue with the narrative and not admit I'm someone incredible? Looking for general, hit them with the end of a shovel. They wanna forget it, I put them on the ground and to get up and open the pit of my stomach to remind them again. I'm a hold up an animal, whatever the case, I'ma get it. A minute to doubt, I will give it everything I forgot it. But not if the comments are pushing me to run with the comment and joking aside. If you took away the dummies and bias, you notice that I am insane. Improved a lot, but I still feel it's hard to keep my lid from popping off, but I prevail.
I respect the technique 100%. This is not my favorite style of rapping. I don't like it when Eminem does it. Of course, when Eminem does do it, he typically has some more creative lines while he's rapping. But I respect the technique. I identify it, and I know that it's not an easy thing to do, and not everybody can do it. It's just not my favorite style of rapping. I like when there's more substance to the words. If you got to slow it down to deliver something that's more impactful. But this is like a showing of like, hey, look at what I can do. Look at this little technical thing that I can do. So that's just how I'm going to choose to look at it. From a technical standpoint, it's very sound. But it's just not for me personally. Let's go back here.
To me, I'm running with the best, I've been kind of make a profit off of everything you told me was impossible. So why would you continue with the narrative and not admit I'm someone incredible? Looking for general, hit them with the end of a shovel. They wanna forget it, I put them on the ground and to get up and open the pit of my stomach to remind them again. I'm a hold up an animal, whatever the case, I'ma get it. A minute to doubt, I will give it everything I forgot it. But not if the comments are pushing me to run with the...
A little bit of poetry involved in that. It's being rapped really fast, but the whole, I think he said hit him over the head with a shovel, something about the pit of his stomach. I was trying to put it together. Let me rewind it again. Let me see exactly what he said.
Hit them with the end of a shovel, they wanna forget it. I put them on the ground and to get up and open the pit of my stomach to remind them again. I'm a hold up an animal, whatever the case, I'ma get it. A minute to doubt, I will give it everything I forgot it. But not if the comments are pushing me to run with the comment and joking aside. If you took away the dummies and bias, you notice that I am insane. Improved a lot, but I still feel it's hard to keep my lid from popping off, but I prevail. How you gonna skip over the details and tell me to be focused? Hold that thought. Don't tell me you mean well if you don't mean well. I call the shots, but don't need my handheld when it comes to making.
When he said hold that thought, it would have been dope if he would have came back and did that again with, another 3-syllable rhyme. Hold that thought. Tell these hoes back off. He doesn't cuss, but either way, it would have been dope. But let's rewind that because it threw me off that he didn't do that, which is fine. I like that it wasn't predictable, but.
I prevail. How you gonna skip over the details and tell me to be focused? Hold that thought. Don't tell me you mean well if you don't mean well. I call the shots but don't need my handheld when it comes to making records. Who you know?
What did he rhyme handheld with? Mean well? Or does he rhyme after?
It's hard to keep my lid from popping off, but I prevail. How you gonna skip over the details and tell me to be focused? Hold that thought. Don't tell me you mean well if you don't mean well. I call the shots but don't need my handheld when it comes to making records. Who you know does that better?
He just rhymed he used well, it wasn't multisyllabic. It should have been because those were compound words. technically. Yeah. Yeah, you could separate them, sure. But yeah, so he only rhymed well and held, which is fine. Okay. I was just trying to find it.
The way I connect letters, you think that the alphabet was made by me. When it comes to storytelling, I'm great at it. Tune in and get tuned out. Comes to making records, who you know does that better? The way I connect letters, you think that the alphabet was made by me. When it comes to storytelling, I'm great at it. Tune in and get tuned out. My face got redder because I'm embarrassed for the ones.
For the record, he is really good at storytelling, at telling his own story through emotion. We're gonna leave that at that. I don't want to get back into it.
Unaware of my work. Where did I stutter? Known to be cordial, but those that think that never seen me in a war zone. My delivery gets better every time I spit. I don't keep my sword low. Tell me why would I do that? Doesn't make sense when you're in a game this cutthroat. If you want to maintain control, then you gotta keep up. If you can't handle the workload, somebody else will. How could you call me unskilled? That's like looking at Mount Everest and then calling it a small hill. Not at all thrilled, I'm in awe. Still trying not to laugh, but it just spills out. Sometimes I've been writing chill. Just chew on this till the record's built, okay? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times. Hill, not at all thrilled, I'm in awe. Still trying not to laugh, but it just spills out. Sometimes I've been writing chill. Just chew on this till the record's built, okay? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, hold up, rewind, that's not even possible. Me, I keep it honorable. Who's your favorite? Let me know. Tally up, count the votes. Wasn't me, that's a joke. Yeah, hey, that's a joke. That's a joke. Yeah, that's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. Hey, that's a joke. That's a joke.
I like the whistle. It's dope. Okay. That's it. Solid. I think that's how I would describe this song. Not great, not bad. Solid is how I would describe it for sure. I was told that this was like a lot of hip hop heads' favorite song. I'm a hip hop head. So far, this is not my favorite song. I would have to give that to. I have reacted to a few that you guys haven't seen that will be coming out later on, but let's just say for now, I think it's a toss up between Layers, and I liked Careful. Careful was really good as well. Also, Lost with Hobson. I still, like I said, like he had some very memorable lines. Well, to an extent. I don't remember exactly verbatim, but when he had that line of like he likes to own what he buys, that whole little thing, I still remember that. Like that was a memorable part. I wish I knew it verbatim, but I can't say that for a lot of his other songs. Like I felt like he, hip hop is very competitive. Anytime there's a feature, there's like this unspoken like competition between the collaborators, right? I felt like NF kind of won that one, to be honest with you, and I think I remember saying like this might be an unpopular opinion, which is fine, but yeah, from a patterning perspective, Hobson definitely more palatable. I feel like it's also a little bit more unique to Hobson and his style of writing. NF's a little bit more formulaic, not as creative, but he had the better lines in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know where this one goes. Okay. Yeah, no. This is a no lister, but like I said, it was solid. I just don't think I would ever play it again or want it to come up in a playlist while I'm playing other music. This is like one of those ones that if I did add it, if it came on, I'd probably skip it because I know that there's better songs in the playlist that I want to listen to. So, yeah, just to Yeah, just to be fair to the other artists on playlists, like, and songs, and to NF. By the way, there is an NF playlist, right? And then there's the no listers playlist, as well as the playlisters playlist. And NF has a lot of songs that made a playlist. So I don't know why everybody's fucking up in arms. It's crazy. Anyways, that's going to be all for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I do hope to catch you all on the next one.